This is Shel Spivey. I'm coming to you today with an update on the colorization of La Entrada. We're starting here at the school. The children in the village returned to school last week. The week or so before school, we were able to get the school painted. We put new basketball goal backboards up, new goals. They striped the court, and that school looks as good as it's ever looked since we've been here in the village. Part of the reason for this is because of the new enthusiasm that we have going here in the village. I think people are taking pride in every aspect of our community, including the school. The school is on the north side of La Entrada, right on the Ruta de Spondalis. Now we'll begin moving down to the south, and we'll progress down into the business area of La Entrada. This are homes on the north side, but just south of the school. As you can see, these homes here, they've started painting each one of these houses. Those are family homes. There's a business on the left-hand side of it. Again, we're crossing the bridge leading to the main business area. As you can see, these homes are pretty much all brightly colored. There's some trim work that still needs to be done, but most of the painting of the structures on the east side of the street are now pretty much complete. We're now going to move to the west side. One kind of unusual thing here, this tear down of the home that was there, we're having people go back and relook at what the condition of their homes, and in this particular case, he decided to tear it down and start over and improve it. So, those are some of the things that I guess it's exciting to see, but it kind of caught us by surprise. But there is new construction on this side of the street, as you can well see, and we encourage them to go ahead and try to get it finished, and so we can get everything painted. So, but again, it's looking better and better. The back sides of these homes, not all of them are done, and that's you can certainly tell it when you look up from the lower part of the little community that some of them aren't done. But we've got commitments that they're going to do it. That's kind of tough painting those because a lot of them require scaffolding, but we're going to get it done. We are now looking at the Comuna building, which would be like City Hall, and we are in the process of painting it. The upper part of it's mostly been painted a new taupe color. The roof is being painted. We're completely refurbishing the Comuna building. One exciting thing that's happening here Thursday is we are bringing a couple of expats in from the local area that have volunteered. One is going to teach ballet lessons and one is going to teach choir. So one of our goals was to have a children's choir in the village that could perform in the church as well as other community functions. This would have just been unthinkable just a few months ago. The building you see here under construction is going to be new accommodations for artists that come in here. They'll have a place to stay. These artists will come in here and work with the local people to show them to make different types of art pieces that they can sell to tourists as they come in the village. So we're very excited about that. The well statue that you see, it was built about 15 years ago and has fallen, like many things, into disrepair. We have been in the process of scraping it and getting it ready to paint. It's about half painted now, and it's really going to look good. It was also a water feature, and we intend to restore that system. You can also see the bridge that crosses the lagoon. We had to remove the old thatch roof, which had deteriorated, so we're put a new roof on it. In fact, since we finished this video, the roof is now complete. Also, 3 buildings you can see just after you leave the bridge. We're repainting all of those roofs. One is the food court. We're going to completely restore that and repaint all of those buildings. So it is really looking good. Well, it looks like we're going to have to take a quick battery break. The drone's battery lasts about 23 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and land right in front of the food court here, and we will replace the battery and take off again. Okay, we've recharged our batteries, and now we're ready to go again. This is a great shot looking down the center road that goes through the middle of the Comuna. You've seen that on our previous updates, but every time we look at this, there are more and more structures that have been painted. So we're kind of zooming down in the main courtyard of the village. and we're actually looking at the left side of the structures on the corridor. And again, most of these homes are painted. There's a couple that are not, maybe 3. This one has earthquake damage, and we're still having to get the repairs done before we can start the painting. There is, from a previous video, Jorge and Estella's house tucked in there, a little bitty house. But again, these are all looking good. This building is being restored. It did have some structural damage from the quake, as well as this beautiful old building, and we're still trying to decide, because of the quake damage, whether we're going to have to actually tear it down, which I really don't want to do that, but we may have to. Now we're looking at the opposite side of the street. Again, most of these structures have been painted, and most of them have the trim work done. There's some that don't, but we're making great progress with that. There's a couple of buildings that still haven't been finished yet, and I'm disappointed in the progress. We have, like you would expect, there's 1 or 2 property owners that are really a little cantankerous and they don't want to do it, and so hopefully we'll get that taken care of. The one good thing is the peer pressure, or homeowner next door pressures, is really coming to bear, so I think everybody will come on board and do it. But again, this is the courtyard. The owner of the house on the left, that's going to be one of the really beautiful homes in the whole village when it's done. But again, the color here, you can just see, it's every time we do an update, you can see more and more colors. And this is an ocean view of the village, and again, the colors are becoming more vivid, and hopefully in the next 3 or 4 months we're going to have this thing completely colorized. But there are many exciting things that are going on in the village other than the colorization that make it a fun time, a real exciting time to live in the little village of La Entrada. People are very excited, and we're excited for them. So that's a current update. Of course, we're still needing more donations to our fund. We've been very fortunate about the time we really run short of money that we do get some donations, but we are really running critically short right now. As I've said previously, it takes around $150 to do the average house. So that really doesn't include any kind of structural issues that may come up, or any kind of special preparation. So, but we're making great progress. We're well over 50% of the home. Our next big hurdle is undoubtedly the Ballena, or the whale area where the food court is located. We are continuing to get great newspaper coverage and magazine coverage. Many people in Ecuador know what we're doing. Our biggest challenge right now is raising more money to complete the project. We are dangerously low on funds, and if we don't receive more soon, we're going to have to slow down the project till we can raise more money. As always, we'd like to thank Sherwin-Williams. Without their help, none of this would have been possible. So in wrapping up this video, I would ask that you would continue to forward this video to any of your friends and family, and if you haven't made a contribution, if you would consider that, we would certainly appreciate it. The URL site listed above is for our crowdfunding. You can write this down, or you can go to the description in the video and just click on it. It will take you directly to the site so you can make a contribution. Again, we thank you so much for helping us in this worthy project.